We have had to come up with some solutions to repurpose or use existing pipelines in order to have net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. We have had to consider many things, such as the gathering and end use of materials on the pipeline, and somehow make the pipelines to help create net zero greenhouse gases. It is not an easy problem to tackle, but we believe we have come up with 3 great ways to help create this future. Through researching about pipelines and how they are used and how they've been repurposed in the past, we have come up with some ways to help pipelines create net zero greenhouse gas emissions. We have also realized that by net zero, the pipeline can still produce some emissions, but it just has to be able to negate the emissions it produces. The pipelines could also be done away with, and something else could be used as transport. We have learned that when doing maintenance on pipelines, it can also be hard to know what the risks might be during the process. All in all, there are many factors to consider when it comes to pipelines.
In previous case, rebuilding the pipeline could take more 100 years and cost billions of the Canadian dollars. We still take 4 or 5 years to deal the problem of the territory of the First Nation. The time is pretty long. The project cannot finish within the 30 years. Also, some material cannot assist net zero emission in the production process. Because of these reasons, our designs will based on the existing pipeline to improve. How do we implement our designs in hydrogen as the natural energy, and our ongoing the European projects can add the low density hydrogen gas in pipeline. The projects use the combination gas to improve the stable of the hydrogen.
An alternate proposal for transferring the pipeline into a carbon-neutral development is to transform the existing pipelines into an electric train system that uses the existing land rights to build rails and power station. In Canada, there is a lack of commuter train transportation, and pipelines are already interconnected between many different communities. By turning them into electric trains, we move away from pipelines entirely and able to bridge many disparate communities together under one project. There may be issues with acceptance of the plan, as trains have a much larger footprint than pipelines do. However, we believe these issues are surmountable, and that this plan is a way to move towards a greener, more connected future.
Second design concept to be decided on was mineral sequestration, which would be taking CO2 from the atmosphere using chemical processes, or from the point of pollution, in this case would be the pipeline, and reacting it with metal oxides to form carbonates. The carbonates are stable and would be used for more productive processes. After some research, we know that sequestration occurs naturally but take long periods of time, which wouldn't be cost effective. We could speed up the reaction rate by increasing the surface area of the metal oxide or by adding hydration and heat, which would be very cost effective.
Lastly, our final alternative design concept is a hydrogen transportation. With this project, our goal is to use hydrogen to decarbonize the atmosphere in Canada, as there is abundant of carbon in the environment, which is causing a lot of climate problems. When producing hydrogen, there are 3 different hydrogens that come out: gray hydrogen, blue hydrogen, and green hydrogen. Our goal is to create green hydrogen, as gray and blue don't have much climate benefits. Green hydrogen is made by extracting hydrogen, which we can do from water using electrolysis, which offers the greatest climate benefit we can get. In the beginning, transportation of hydrogen will be with low density, but after the pipeline has been refurbished, transportation will move on to liquid hydrogen to improve efficiency. Our goal with green hydrogen is to create it from offshore winds, to then extracting it from water, to safely storing it, to eventually using it for heatings of homes. In conclusion, we were able to come up with 3 concepts that we believed it was possible to further develop, and those 3 concepts were electric train, collecting GHG, in the environment, and hydrogen in transportation. All three of these different designs have different climate benefits, and we believe all of them are all of the concepts' main purpose is to achieve net zero emission by 2050. And with doing so, all of them can actually help towards that problem that we have. Thank you.